All right, welcome back, everyone. Jake here, and today I'm going to be doing some Tri-Brigade Test hands. There was one individual who commented on the last video, and they said they wanted some test hands, so I'm happy to oblige. So I have the deck shuffled here. I'll shuffle again, go quickly, and then we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Probably going to be a quick and dirty test hand video. I'll go over what I would do, things I might change depending on what the matchup is, stuff like that. Okay, so starting off we have Prosperity, Nerval, Veiler, Fractal, and Nerval. Honestly, that's not too bad. So I'd probably just do the normal Fractal, then Kit. So an argument could be made here for sending the third Nerval or keeping these ones, but you can just cycle these back with Bearbrum and oh god, what's her name? Frigid. So I still think there's an argument made to send that Nerval there. Go ahead and grab yourself a Karis. So we're going to use one of these to burn with Nerval or Karis. But you could also normal summon this one, but I think from here you just do... From here I would just normal summon this Nerval so that you have this Karis. Nerval here for backup. Go ahead and banish 2. Go for Frigid. Activate Frigid's effect. You can summon out your Karis, and then link these two off to a this one. There we go. Bearbrum, and then you can go Karis effect, banish 2 and or 3, depending on whatever you want. From this position, you're probably just gonna burn the eagle. Yes. Burn the eagle so you can go for your 3-mat Apo. This is just the way I do it sometimes. Not all the time. Again, it's hand dependent. So go ahead and grab this. We are planning on activating Prosperity, so that's why we did not draw off of Frigid. So you get your 3-mat Appaloosa. Search to Revolt, and you have a Nerval in hand that you can that you put back to the bottom of the deck for Prosperity for blah blah blah. Bearbrum. Shuffle up here. Put this to the bottom. Okay, and then go ahead and slap this on the board. Go ahead and banish 6 cards. I don't feel like we'll be needing these. Oh, that is 2 Shrag. Don't only want to banish 1 Shrag. And then the last card here, I'd probably just get rid of the second Bearbrum. Granted, your extra deck it's down to 5 cards now, but this really shouldn't be a problem. Banish those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, if you know you're going against a deck that's got a lot of spells, take Order, take the Imperm, then you have Imperm, Veiler, Revolt, Appaloosa, and that's a pretty good starter right there. I'll be honest. There's not too much to like learn with Tri-Brigade. Everything's pretty much out there for like how the deck plays. It's just a matter of getting used to the play lines and what you should do, when you should do it, how. It's pretty linear and simple deck, I'll be honest. However, it is quite good. That is why I play it. And we'll go ahead and get another test hand going on here. I'll probably do 5 total, so this will be number 2. Called by Order, Veiler, Foolish, Gamma. Yeah, this hand's insane. Because if they go ahead and try to stop the Foolish, you have Called by and Gamma. So you go Foolish. Let's say they wait for Kit, or they try to do it on Nerval. Then you go ahead and you Gamma. Here you are, driver. And just go ahead and get a fractal in rotation here. You only play 2 Karas, so you don't want to burn them. You've got a kit and a Nerval in rotation, so. Now, again, depending on what you're playing against, or based on this hand structure, I would probably wouldn't go for Omega, but you. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm silly. Yeah, so you go for Lambda or Omega with these. Go ahead and go for Omega. Rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Sorry, it's late when I'm making this video. I forgot the Tri-Brigade monsters have a restriction that locks you to only using Tri-types as link material. So you Omega, go ahead and rip a card out their hand. Then you go normal summon Fractal. Activate Fractal's effect for 2. So no Appaloosa, but they are down whatever card they hand trapped your starter with, then from Omega. Then you go ahead and go into Bearbrum. Buff. A Rugal. Find it. There he is. Rugal. Bearbrum effect search. Grab yourself a Revolt. And then honestly, it depends. Because you're gonna keep this. It's depending on those two, and I think Called By is probably just the better card. So you probably just put Baylor back to the bottom of the deck. And this is your first string. So you have, let's see. Summoned off Fractal. Okay, so you have Revolt. You don't have Revolt for Shrey, which kind of sucks, but whatever, you'll be fine. And then you've got these two, Called By an IO. And then you have the Revive off this too, which is also pretty good. So it just goes to show, sometimes with Tri, you can't always set up Revolt. You usually can, but you have to be able to get the requisite number of beasts in the grave. And obviously, off of just activating a Foolish Burial, you cannot do that. Especially because that was our only beast type in the hand. If we had exactly one other, we would have been just fine, and we could have went for the Apo play. But seeing as we did not have that, we couldn't. But altogether, that was still a pretty good hand. So we've got Imperm Droplet, Karas, Gamma Cats. Ye old Gamma Cat hand. Cat. Go ahead and kit. Honestly, since you have the 1 Karas in hand already, I don't feel like burning the last Karas. I would just summon out 2 kits here. You don't mind burning your kits. Since Karas is that one of extender, you kind of you prefer to have that last one in the deck. In which case you'd need it. So go ahead and link these 2 off for a Frigid. Kit effect. Send Nerval effect. Go ahead and grab you a Fractal. And so this way, if they stop the Blossom effect, Karas pitch Fractal and still be able to go off from there. Activate her. Bring that out. Banish 2. And go ahead and summon out your Bearbrum. One technical thing here I'd like to do is I always want to leave at least 1 or 2 Tri-type banished if you can help it, just in case they out your Shrey, so you can get that extra search. So you don't always want to banish Kit Nerval if you can help it. You can just banish the Rescue Cat and the Nerval, so that protects your Nerval, leaving it in the banished pile so they have a hard time interacting with it. Then there's 2 copies of Kit, which you don't mind leaving out there, so that when you go ahead and Revolt, you can just summon this, and you can still leave 1 banished because you'll have these 4 right here. Also this Frigid, so you can go Nerval, Kit, Frigid, because this Frigid was properly summoned off the Rescue Cat. And then from there, link 4, going to your 3 Mat Apo. Shuffle up the deck here. Our hand still shows you how strong Cat is as a card. It is the only card from our hand that we used, and from our opening hand, and we have an Appaloosa with 3 negates, and we're going to finish out our combo here without having to use any of the other 4 cards that we had in hand. So go ahead and draw your card off for Jit. You're going to go ahead and bottom that Gamma. Then search your Revolt and bottom this Gamma. So ends with Appaloosa, Revolt, Imperm, Droplet, and then you have Karis in hand as some material for Droplet, or just general follow-up for next turn. Honestly, there's not much more to say about that. It's just that's just the way that that we built this deck. Or I should say, my friends built this deck because they're the ones who do the deck building. It's basically just streamlined. You want it to be able to do your thing every time, and that's about it. So it's just as straightforward as Tri-Brigade can be. When the new Leerless stuff comes out in Synchro Storm, we're going to test that out, see how that does. I think there's some potential there. However, I haven't really looked into any of it yet, so I don't know. I kind of want to mess around with the Melfi build, because the only undefeated in Swiss at PPG Origins was Melfi Tri. He was main decking like 17 hand traps, though. I found his build to be a little odd, but it definitely seemed good at what it did. So, go ahead and shuffle up here, draw a new hand. Okay. So, you obviously have a very strong opening starter here. So I would probably bait with Prosperity, but I'd only banish 3. So I'd get rid of... your normal summon's going to be either Cat, so you don't have to worry about needing the Almirage, so you can go ahead and get rid of that. You can get rid of the 3rd Shreg, and then I usually get rid of Lambda, or you can get rid of Omega, or whatever you want, really. So you can go ahead and get rid of these. Reveal the top 3. Droplet, Valor, Cat. Yeah, I take Droplet in this case. Put these at the bottom. Then you can, again, you can Ash Bait with Fractal. Fractal send Kit. Kit send Nerval. And then Nerval go ahead and grab you a Karis. And then you can normal summon Cat. You activate the Cat. And since you can leave that 1 Karis in your hand, you can go ahead and grab out the Kit. And Karis. Those 2 off for a Barren Blossom. Activate Blossom's effect. Summon out the Nerval. Activate Nerval's effect. Banish 2. Summon out your Bearbrum. And then you go ahead and link 4. Appaloosa again. And then you can, obviously you get your search and your draw. So shuffle up real quick. Oh, never mind. You do not get the draw. I forgot. Prosperity says you cannot draw the turn you activate the card. So if you draw other than your draw step, you cannot activate Prosperity that turn. Yeah, it's not the rest of the turn. It's just the turn you activate this. So if you activate this, you have to remember that you cannot activate Blossom after that. So go ahead and search your Revolt. Put this to the bottom. And again, another very strong opening. I'll do a couple more, but I won't walk through how I would play that hand necessarily. I'll just go ahead and shuffle up and go through them real quick. So overall, I am very happy with this build of the deck. I probably wouldn't change it anytime soon, except unless I was going to change up the build and play either the Melfi version or the Leerless version with the new stuff. Again, another very insane hand. You have Called by Protect your starting plays, Prosperity, 2 starters, and a hand trap in case you were going second. Next hand, we've got a Fractal, Imperm, Revolt, Nerval. Again, pretty good hand. Does everything you need it to do. Next hand, Foolish Burial, Impermanence, Droplet, Prosperity, Karis. It's a little wonky. You have two spot. You have a starter here, and then a pseudo starter that can find you what you need, and then other than that, your hand's just reactive, and then the extender. So that hand could be more frail than others. Driver, Kit, Ash, Imperial Order. Yep, this hand's again. You've got one starter, and then not much else. But if this goes through in your good position, if not, I mean, depending on what you're playing against, if you're playing with Striker, you have decayed him, or Dry Drawn. May not be able to play through this as well as they'd like. And then we've got Cat, Revolt, Karis, Kit, Gamma. Insane. Perfect hand. Another thing I do have to say is that even if you hard open Revolt, sometimes I still go through the steps to make the Bearbrum and search the Revolts, just to confuse my opponent. Oh, and it appears I have split a sleeve. Oh well, bound to have it eventually. Shuffle the other way. Oh. Or the same sleeves that I used at the event, so getting kind of used now, but that's okay. Right, we've got a Nerval, a Tenki, a Cat, a Prosperity, and a Kit. Again, very good hand. It's a little susceptible to droll, I'll be honest. So if you know or think your opponent may be on drolls in the main deck, I would start probably with catting, or Prosperity, because you don't want a Tenki, because if you Tenki grab Nerval, then you're kind of just stuck on normal summoning Cat and having it resolve. Whereas if you normal summon Cat and it goes through, you're in a fine situation. Or you can go ahead and you can normal summon Kit. You can link Kit off for Almirage, dump Nerval, search Karis. They drill you on that. That's fine. From that position, you have the Karis. You can pitch the Nerval, summon it, activate its effect, grab a link on board, and then you can go off with your plays from there. We'll do one more, and then that's about it, because this video's getting a little long. Yeah, 17 minutes. It's a bit longer video than I usually make. Again, it's a pretty insane hand. Honestly, I would probably start with Karos Pitch Nerval, because your Cat's a 1-card link, and you do have Called By as well. So you can just go Karos Pitch Nerval, Karos summons itself, Nerval searcher you probably Fractal from this position, or Kit, Fractal or Kit, and then yeah, you get the world is your oyster from that point. Obviously, you only have one monster in the graveyard, so you can't activate Karis' effect, but having them ash this or interact with this in the graveyard somehow to get its effect searching, you have Called By, but it's also like not the end of the world since you haven't normal summoned and you have Cat, so you can just slam the Cat on the board, activate it. If they try to interact with it in some way other than impermanence, you got the Called By the grave, so you're a-okay. And then yeah, that is it for my Tri-Brigade Test hand video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want more Tri-Brigade content, let me know in the comments. As for right now, the deck list is not changing. If I do make any changes, I will make sure to upload that as soon as I do make those changes and figure out whether or not I would like to keep them. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.